Real quick summary. What did you do?
This has a new camshaft in it. I went smaller.
Bizarre.
So,
Because this was making it sounded like a diesel when it ran. So what did you find when you took it all apart? Did you find anything interesting?
I found one lifter that never had any lash. It was about a 1/16 of an inch of play in it.
Oh.
Just that one guy there. And I haven't taken the lifter apart to figure out why. Everything else seemed fine.
So maybe that was our noise. So
Maybe, maybe not.
So then what are we doing right now?
So, you know, putting a camshaft in, you have to tear most of it apart. Got pictures and some other videos and got it put back together. Okay, everybody. Just doing a little seasonal tune-up work to Sis, the Hornet Sportabout here. She is Buddy's sister, has a 304 in her, and we're taming down the cam. So had to pull all of this stuff off of her. There's my table for my valve train stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and open the motor up tomorrow. I got it this far tonight. And see if we can get the cam slipped in there tomorrow, maybe, if I get lucky. Here's our grill here behind the Mustang. But anyway, that's something. Then we can get our two Hornets on the road again together. And John had it, you can see the +2 and the +4. He had it keyed to the 0, which is what he told me to do with the new one. So he lined the dot to the 0. And now I guess I gotta yank this thing out of here and get the timing chain off of it and put it all back.
So it's all in there. We just don't have spark plugs in there or any of the ignition stuff on there. So we're gonna try and crank it and make sure that we don't shoot something out of the side of the block.
Right.
And then we're gonna put the ignition back together and try and start it and do burnouts in the driveway.
See, and then you can just look in there and find the timing marks, because
No burnouts in the driveway?
with the bolt here,
We're gonna do burnouts
system,
in the
you can't
garage.
see no timing marks down there.
Okay, so what am I doing?
All by ear. Well, you can take a video and watch out there and listen, and if parts come flying out, get it.
I won't tell you. You'll just have to hear it for yourself.
Oh, the good part was I hooked the battery up and nothing started on fire.
Well, that's a benefit. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so here we go.
Is it in park?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds fine to me. It's building no compression because there's no spark plug.
I got oil pressure.
Okay. All right. Well, let's put plugs in it and then try and start it.
You want to put plugs in it and crank it again and then put the distributor cap on?
No, that's too many steps. We're just gonna put plugs in it, put the distributor cap on, and go.
And go. Just make sure.
We'll report back. I only dropped one spark plug putting it back together. And it hit the starter, so it should be okay. Okay, we got the spark plugs in there, the distributor cap's on there, everything's plugged in. The distributor is loose because we don't have it timed yet.
I'm terrified.
But it should be close is what we're thinking, so.
It should make fire.
Dad's gonna crank it, and it's just gonna fire right up.
You're gonna, I'm gonna hit that. Here we go.
Okay, it didn't blow up yet. We need to go test drive it. It does look a little funny with no grill on it. There's our first drive. And the Hornet on its third camshaft. How old is this motor? And we're on the third camshaft already. The second camshaft only lasted for like 100 miles.
It's got 11,200.
Was that at 0?
Yeah.
Third camshaft and 11,000 miles. But the second one only made it 100 miles? Maybe?
Probably about 700.
And it never got quieter. It was very loud like it was a diesel.
I think it was some bad lifters. But I didn't want super wild.
Yeah, it sounds normal in here.
The fenders are shiny, the hoods don't.
Yeah, because you polished them up with your belly hanging over the damn thing.
It's nothing quite like a belly rubbed fender.
So we can watch AFR because it's different cam, so you might have to do some tuning, right?
It's showing rich. Smaller
when you were
cam,
backing out, it was smelling rich.
Yeah, because you're getting more vacuum.
That's not that far off, though.
No, it's not horrendous.
You drive that around for a while before you foul the plugs.
Yeah, but we really haven't had it going much.
Our AFR is 13 at idle. All right, we're gonna go test drive it a bit, and hopefully it's good. We decided to pull over at a gas station just to double check everything, and we also made the determination that even if something's wrong, we don't have any tools to fix it.
We can just start walking.
So maybe we shouldn't even stop and look at it, because we can't fix it anyways. But at least maybe the gas station had something. All right, we looked at everything. There's no leaks. It's idling a little high, but that's because we did a cam and we didn't change anything with the carburetor. So we just wanted to make sure it wasn't leaking before we got it on the highway. It's doing good. We even got a guy at the gas station that thinks it's cool. So that's cool. All right, we're getting on the highway. Super rich, 11.4. Going out to 12. What should that be when you're like really on the throttle? 14?
12.8 or lower.
Well, it's rich. 11.5, 11.1, 11.
That's funny, man. But we also don't know where the hell the time is at.
It's timed enough to run it. Seems like it does just fine. It got up to 80 easy. Okay, of course Dad did a burnout without the camera on. So, but it does burnouts.
Yeah,
A little tiny one.
it does Freiburger burnout.
So we've got to put the return spring on there. It's right here.
That'd be a great thing to have on there.
It'd be nice.
We realized that we didn't have the throttle return spring on
Minor
there.
details.
And Dad wants to time it, but the timing lights are at my house, so he's going to have to go get them. So in conclusion, tell me how you feel.
I like this iteration.
I feel good.
Okay, so we'll be changing the camshaft again in another couple of months. We'll report back.
Give me 2 weeks to change my mind.